Right, time check now is already 3 minutes past 8:30. All right, let's start this morning MAO. All right, but before we start this morning MAO, let me just kindly remind any individual that if you are in a setting whereby, like in a toilet, or you are undressed or undressing, okay, please make sure your view cam is switched off. All right. So apparently yesterday someone was probably, because I didn't see the the video or the screen capture, someone sent me attention that the one of the member here was in the toilet, okay, while you're watching this MAO. I mean, seriously, no problem. Of course, you watch my MAO in the toilet. I think that's a very good thing, right? Hopefully, my voice will help you a little bit. But maybe the surrounding, you need to switch off your webcam. Now, of course, on my side, I purposely put as default for the webcam to be on, all right? Because I want to see you guys, right? But of course, you know, if that's the case itself, if you're in a very uncomfortable position or situation or environment, please switch off your webcam, okay? So heard me loud and clear? Okay, okay. All right. Yesterday, I received a message from someone. Kel, I have been chasing after your MAO since you started. All right, you have been quite fair with your positioning. But my question is, why did you, at the last part of it, seemingly sound supportive on Donald Trump? Now, all along, you have been pretty against him, or at least you don't like him. Then why towards the last week or so, you like seemingly supporting him? Now, let me just clarify this before we start this morning. All along, for the last 4 years, I was never for him. Well, honestly, when I read his first book, right, the book that I picked up from the bookstore, The Art of Negotiation, right, I think that was a very good book, and I really like that writing. And of course, I was a bit like amazed on how Donald Trump as a person, okay? But of course, as and when later on, when all the little thing comes out, right, about what he has done and the way he talked really irks me. And of course, that was whereby I was a bit against him. Now, for me, why the later part of this, of the last 2 weeks, right, why I was a little bit siding him, not just siding him, I somehow rather pity him. Okay, now for me, it's very simple. All right, seriously, it is very clear, in my own personal opinion, that the election wasn't, the outcome isn't really fair, because it's very clear that, right, he should have won in a way based on the numbers we're seeing. And of course, on the other side itself, right, when the other side never really defend their case, right, that really tells me that something is not correct, put this way. And of course, I have friends in US and my cousin in US. So when I asked him and them, they tell me that it's very clear the people prefer Donald Trump. So it's very, very incredible to have 80 million people supporting Donald Trump and then, supporting Joe Biden. But then after that, when you see when any time of video viewership and stuff is so low, right? So that is the reason why I in a way, pity Donald Trump, right? I don't like, as an individual, I hate betrayal. I cannot accept people playing, playing wrong side. So that was why you can hear me a little bit siding. I'm more towards the logic of it. Okay. So of course now Donald Trump is out of White House. Obviously Joe Biden is in. So why my caption have changed a little bit today? Okay, let's take a look at today's topic. Can you see my PowerPoint slides? Yeah, can you see? Okay, 20th of January 2021, Wednesday. All right. Okay, Trade with the Boys Daily MAO stands for Market Analysis and Outlook. Sabotaging good old Biden. Right now, to me, Biden all along, I think he's an okay guy. I mean, other than his little video of his little very interesting touching of ladies or young kids, that one a little bit irks me a bit, but the rest is okay, right? So why do I use the word sabotaging? Right? Apparently itself, right? Okay, I felt that, right, after doing a little bit. Oh, today 21st. Yeah, correct. My bad. Today 21st. Damn. Mistake. Okay. 21st Jan. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thursday. I haven't updated this one yet. Sorry. No wonder. I must change those. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you to you, Alvin, Chen, and okay. Thank you guys. Okay. Okay, why the word sabotaging come in? Because I felt that, right, this guy, this good old man, is actually plays for something else. Like we all know we know that, right, a particular country, before the next leader comes in, but if the leader is a bit young, someone older has to slot in first temporarily, then the transition will be accepted by the people. And if let's say this transitional movement, this particular person is someone that is not really readily accepted by a country, right? It will take a little bit more time for him or her to show that people can respect. Okay, so that's the reason why I need you to do a disclaimer for me right now first before I continue. I think you already guess where am I going into it. All right. I'm not into conspiracy theories. I'm just a guy who really like to look things from a different angle, because mainstream media already provided you what you need to know. But of course, we also know that mainstream media really know how to portray things in a different light. Give an example to you guys. It's just like, remember this in 2015, when Donald Trump was fighting against Hillary Clinton, the mainstream media was telling the whole world that no way that Donald Trump will win. No way, impossible. Then Donald Trump won. Then they said that Donald Trump, the moment he wins, he'll create wars with Russia, China, da. And the thing is, no war has ever happened during the Donald Trump era. Then they tell you the stock market will crash, the market will be very bad under Donald Trump because he's a businessman, he'll go for the kill. But you saw, right, 4 years, the stock market went to 31,000, all-time high. So you understand my point here. So now the question comes back to me. Okay, fine. The 4 years maybe it's just Donald Trump. But over history, we all know that the mainstream media, you can only handle it with a pinch of salt. All right. Hence, therefore, now they are saying that when Biden is in now, okay, the market will be good, everything prosperous, it's time to buy shares, no waiting, let's go for it, right? My question mark was, wait a minute. Back then itself, right, you also said this about Hillary Clinton back then, okay? And back then itself, they're all Democrats. So why is a sudden change here? So that is my question mark here. All right, guys, I really received 39 disclaimer. We have 115. So can I have more? A bit more? I need about 10 more disclaimer. Yeah. Sorry, I need you all to give me, by keying disclaimer, you indemnify me for what I will share today. All right, end of day is that I'm here just to share my personal opinion to you. Okay, wow, very fast, market shoot up. 55 now, okay, 56 now, wow, 60. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me continue. Okay, so morning a little bit of draggy because I want to share my personal view. Okay, so first of all, last night I stayed up. I stayed up for this. Obviously, I stayed up because I want to see anything happen. I mean, as much as I want peace, but I was not, I'm not going to lie to you. I was expecting something war to happen, okay? Something crazy to happen, but apparently everything went well. Brilliant, okay? Everything went well. You can see this is our first lady. This is this is the US first lady, and this is the US President, Joe Biden, swearing, taking his oath. And of course, this lady, all right, Kamala. You know, seriously, when the first time I see her, right, I got a very strong attraction towards her. Very strong attraction. She just gave me that own feeling. So if really between the two of them, right, I don't know why my viewership is on her. Now, not because she's just pretty. I think she's pretty, but it's something that draws me towards her. Okay, so I'll tell you more about that later. All right. Anyway, this is the US, the 46th US president. So just in case you don't know who is he, okay. So this is his, right. This is his full name. All right. Just in case he doesn't know. Apparently, right, he was on the stage. This is third time. Yeah, because the previous 2 times he was a vice president. Okay. So it's the 3rd time on stage, and this time now he is the president. Okay. All right. And sound familiar? Okay. So he has a few children, Democratic Party, and stuff like that. Okay. So a pretty decent guy with very good, nice kids and stuff like that. Okay. That one is his little story. Okay, I move on. Now this Kamala Harris. Again, well, honestly, I really don't know much about her until I read up on her. Then I try to figure out, is this his immediate family? But the kids are a bit too young, too old, right? Then I realized that, oh, okay, she's a stepmother for 2 kids, 2 lovely kids. Okay, let me, okay, I was get confused, honestly. All right, so it's a pretty good lady. All right, okay, pretty good stuff between them. Okay, very good chemistry, lovely smiles and stuff like that. Okay, that is Kamala Harris. Okay, so for her itself, right, obviously he represents a bit of Asian because of her background. All right, where he come from. So the thing is this, right, during yesterday's, one of the things that really wrenched my heart was that when Joe Biden breaks down during his farewell speech. Okay, now the thing is that when he was actually talking to his supporter in Wilmington, okay, Delaware, sorry. He said this, excuse me the emotion, but when I die, I would like this to be written in my heart, the hearts of all Bidens. Of course, we understand he was actually moving towards his unfortunate loss of his eldest son, who died of brain cancer in 2015. That's why you see the bird view is over there. Okay, I mean, I understand from the father's point of view, but when you are supposed to go for inauguration and you speak about death, it just doesn't bite. It's like it just doesn't bite. Of course, I'm gonna say that maybe it's just emotional, no problem. Okay. Okay, just emotional. All right. Right. But the point is this, right? When you see one thing about if you have old people around you in your home, you notice that when they start to talk about death, right? Actually, it's not a very nice thing. And of course, what they do about it itself is just like telling you, reminding you, like, I don't want to tell you, but I am telling you. Is that our feeling? Yeah. So that's why when I see this, I got a mixed bag feeling now. All right. So of course, this is still my personal opinion. Okay, my personal opinion. Okay. Then I decided to key this word: Kamala Harris, the president. Okay, this is my personal opinion. So when I key this 4 words into Google, I get something like this: an influential voice and a decisive vote. Okay, by New York Times. All right, a beginner guide to become a vice president, obviously, and stuff like that. So of course, she is the first female, first black, and first Asian American. Wow, vice president. Wow, I mean, this is really, really a great credential, right? I mean, first female in USA. Wow, this is really powerful. Really, you don't really see that, right? We know that, we come from a country with a lot of, unfairness in here and there. First black. Wow. Okay, there's another one. Sorry, yeah. And first Asian. Wow, serious. Okay. So this is a very, very impactful lady, like my opinion, and she looks good. All right, very friendly, at least from now, from the pictures I'm seeing this. Great smile, all right? Very great smile. Just remind me of Barack Obama, honestly. Okay, so this is my personal view on this. So straight away, I cannot deny on this. Of course, there's always bad comments. There's always bad comment. I mean, my comment is 2 pages on Google, so forget about it, okay? All right, so never mind. So you cannot deny me this. When I see this as well, right? I just straight away something pop came to my head. Obviously, I'm a guy who think very differently. So this particular thing came right in my head once again. Take a read, okay? So apparently it's right. This thing is always ongoing. Okay, but I cannot deny this. Come on, man. Which cartoon series have predicted this one? Which one? Okay, which cartoon series can predict this gentleman to become the president? I mean, think about this. I mean, Donald Trump himself in 2012, he said to everybody he will never go politics because he don't like it, he dislike it, he think it's crap and shit. And 2016 he become president. Okay, all right. Anyway, as I say, it's a joke. It's just meant to be it's there on the internet. I'm not making this up. So as you know, we have inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. I mean, my goodness, this is a very long cartoon. How the hell they know? All right, and of course, this little drawing. Okay, this one I added it myself. Okay, from this point of view, this is like all-time high, right? Correct. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to screw your mind. Basically, I'm just telling you that, hey, this is something ongoing on. The cartoon is real. The words are real, except this word all-time high is done by me. Okay. Okay. So is there going to be this happening? Okay. All right. Then, a country is broke. How can that be? Well, from Steve Hendricks, you can see he did this on Twitter just this morning. The total market capitalization versus GDP on inauguration day of a new president. You're talking about Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush 1, Bush, Clinton, Bush 2, Obama, Trump, and Biden. Oh my God. Hey, come on, man. 190% market capitalization versus GDP. So in short itself, right, for every $1 value, yeah, he's paying 1.9 for it. Wow. What a great gift. I mean, serious. You're talking about all these other presidents itself, even Donald Trump or even Bush get about 117, still, still fair, right? But this guy is 190%. I mean, what do you expect him to do? What, 300% next one? Wow, I don't know. I just don't like the way I see this number. So I think it's very tiring for him. I know that now you saw it, right? He already started to go and do his executive orders already. I mean, this is at 8 p.m. now, and he's already working in the White House. So of course, he's a showman I don't think so lah. It's really that he already need to get some things done. So he already joined back the Paris Agreement. So again, money going to be flowing out again for USA. What's the reason? We all know why lah. Things have to be done, okay? So of course, this is my personal view. I felt for him. I really pity him. I hope that he will do well. Okay. All right. So that's all for this morning's extra stuff sharing. Okay. Stocks rally to record as Biden sworn in as president. Netflix soars. So the Dow Jones went up by 257 points. At one stage, it was up by 300 points. All right, closed at all-time high at 31,188.38. Whoa, all the number. What the? Okay. And of course, NASDAQ went ballistic, went up at 2% to 13,457. At one stage, 13,005. Okay, so I already told you guys NASDAQ will keep on going up. No choice on all this bullshit about tech coming down itself. This is what the boys will tell you. Okay, you just follow the system. So of course, Netflix saw after strong subscription rate growth and then constrained share buyback. Now, this is the biggest thing I told you guys. When there's share buyback in the market, it's always about that. Okay, when share buyback is readily in the market, that's why things goes up. That's all. Okay, so now the thing is this, of course, on the flip side, the US vaccination of people is really at a shortfall. Okay, apparently Donald Trump administration, the Operation Warp Speed is supposed to be a very, very fast operation. Has delivered 31 million doses across the country, right? But only 12.3 million, okay, people got the jab. So what happened in between? Seriously, I told you guys, definitely logistically there'll be a problem. So now the question comes in. Donald Trump himself have more people voting him and supporting him. Is not taking the jabs. So think about this now. Biden want to push it through. Think about it. It'll be tougher. Okay. Then of course he has already reversed several things already. He's going to reverse a lot of stuff from Donald Trump. So the question is this: the last 4 years the market was good, peaceful, because Donald Trump insists on certain things. So if Biden is coming in now today to basically tell you that, hey, no, we need to change back, we need to cut away, the question is the market will you accept or not? So that is my second question for today. All right. So this is why I say that we need to watch out carefully. But of course, the mainstream media says that don't worry, we have a pretty solid start to the earnings, things will be better. No worry, although there's bumpy road along the way, but don't worry, things will be good. There'll be probably positiveness from the end of the tunnel. So you can see the positiveness is really, really at all-time high level too. Okay, so that is the US stock market yesterday. So Dow Jones, you can see one single traffic all the way. Every pullback was a buy. Any pullback was a buy all the way. No stopping, right? This bullet train. So now the futures are all pretty good. All are good, telling you that there is no reason to be dangerous. There's all the techs are doing well. There's earning blowout. Things are good. GDP on China was good. No, everything is good, my friends. Everything. Now, I've been saying it since December, start to January. Nothing has changed. Everything is good. Okay. All right. So what happened from yesterday? Let's go through our sharing first. Okay. First of all, yesterday the opening price was right here. Okay, let me just change the font size a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Now the opening price was here yesterday. So as long as the market stays above OP, the market will go towards the pivot 1. I told you guys, if the market goes below the OP, then it will travel down to the pivot 2. Okay, so with the KSI red, green in color, so that means that the market is very bullish. So that's why you should stay on the long side yesterday. So of course, to trade based on our system is very simple. CCRY, color change from red to yellow. All right. So above OP, CCRY, if there's any trigger, it's time to buy into the Dow Jones. Okay, that was what I said yesterday. So what did happen? Very nice. Okay, let's take a look, everybody. Let's take a look. So of course, we had to be above OP, right? So you can see this. This one was above OP. The market went above OP. All right, so CCRY above OP. Then of course, this one got no trigger, but look carefully. There's a BMB followed by a color change. Can you see that? A BMB followed by a color change. All right, so let's say the first two you're not comfortable to buy, then this one is a buy, right? Because this one will be above OP, above pivot 1, right? CCRY is a color change at pivot, so it's a buy there. Of course, a bit late. That one happened really towards like 11, 12 o'clock. But still, this is what happened to the market, okay? So guys, this is what you need to do. But of course, there's any information earlier, you can see at the bottom screen now, there is a KSI jump as early in the morning. Hence, therefore, right, the market already informed you there's some buying as early in the early part of the day. And of course, when that happened, the boys continue its movement all the way in. So this is why the system is so important to all of us. Okay, guys. Oh, yes, although the market in the macro picture is way overvalued, 190% is ridiculous all-time level in any presidential inauguration. But the point is this: the market money speaks, and obviously it runs. Okay, so if the market say buy, there's no way you can say sell. Okay, that's very important thing you must understand. Of course, this is a very interesting chart. This is basically based on the top 90 to 99 wealth percentile, okay, plus their share of asset they held by the top 1%. And then after that, the bottom will be the first to the 50th wealth percentiles. So in short, the very rich and the super mega rich, and those for the commoners. Okay, so what you can see over here, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Let me just show you and explain to you this chart. Hold on, just okay. All right, so you can see the gray area. This one first. Oh, sorry, use the wrong color. Okay, this particular gray area tell you is technical recession. Okay, technical recession. Yeah, interesting, huh? So we are also there, obviously, right? At amount. Okay, but you can see it's incredible. So the rich people are getting richer and holding most of the assets right now. The so-called the poorer people are actually having the assets at the lowest level. Okay, but of course you do see a very interesting phenomenon here. Okay, is that when this is happening, all right, usually there'll be a bit of different direction, but of course when this happens, you can see that the so-called the exchange came in. Okay, the exchange came in. Then after that itself, right, then you have your so-called technical recession. Then after that, right, it comes back in again. So all I'm trying to tell you is this is something interesting. This is something interesting is that the way the rich and poor move in this chart here itself. All right, the rich seemingly know when to buy. The not so rich one doesn't know what to do with the money. And of course, it's almost every other time when this happens. So of course, now we're seeing this and this right now. Okay, so will there be an exchange soon? Okay, will there be an exchange soon? So that is my question why here itself. So why do I say that? That's something to support on this. This is what's happening right now. This is from Bloomberg, by the way, not from me. Now the Bloomberg insider sell versus a buy ratio has got a little bit scary. Okay, in the first 2 weeks of the new year, okay, January 2021, a total of 1,000 insider example sold their own stocks for 128 bought shares, leaving the sell to buy ratio at the highest monthly reading since 1988. So which means that around now 33 years of history, we are having the greatest number of people selling than buying. But the stock market is at all-time high. So that's one point. Someone is pushing the market, allowing their friends to get out. You know, because you see, if the rich have to take profit and the not so rich doesn't come in with size, so someone must get out of this, right? Someone need to get out of this. So all I need to do is do a phone call to my good friend and say, hey, my friend, I want to get out now. The market is overvalued. We all know that. Okay, so I want to get out now. But the main market is not ready to accept, right? So the only way is to create a very bullish position, bullish stand everywhere is a buy. Yeah, you heard me. I have to make everything looks good, beautiful. I don't care about valuation. It's not important. As long as everybody is trained or, pour water onto is that you have to buy. Okay, when everybody wants to buy, when the young millennials are buying, everyone is buying, okay, then they can slowly, or what you call, gradually unload to these people. Then that is the reason why after that itself, you can see that when this thing exchange hand, all right, when the rich are getting out, okay, that is where they are transferring the assets to you. Then after that itself, right, when the thing is cheap, they'll buy back again and restart this thing as always. Okay, so this is something that I want to share with you. So you think about this, it's not from Bain, it's from Bloomberg, and we are at 33 years level. Okay, you make your own call. Okay, all right, got it. All right, so all clear on this? If clear, can you give me a number 1 right now? I get myself a little water. Thank you. All right. Though this is the MA chart on the Dow Jones and it is not coming down. Look, it's still climbing, my friends. So you see how important do you need to have this MA30 on your chart? Look at it, the way it touches or almost touching it and then rebounded already. Wow, crazy, guys. So it's nothing new here. I've been doing this all along. I've been telling you what to do, what can you consider to do. You can see that it really, really works. So today, MA, it is 30,750 lah, to be just round it in a way. So as long as the Dow Jones stays above 30,750, still there's no much reason to sell. Now, someone did ask me, okay, Kel, that day you said that if you want to sell, you can sell and stop loss put here, then it was triggered yesterday. We lost money. Not very good, right? Now, let's be upfront here, guys. I already tell you guys the trend is up. And if any individual would like to short the market, you are putting a sell here and a stop loss here. Shall the market goes down, break it the MA, you already in, basically this is 1x example, right? If this is X, if the market come down to here, you make at least 1.2x already, correct? Okay. Now, if the market really come down here, this profit margin will be as much as 6x. So that was the risk reward ratio that we were looking at. Risk is 1x, right? Profitability can be as much as 6x. If you think that you're comfortable with this positioning, go ahead. That was what I say. But I did remind you guys that the market is still on the uptrend. The macro picture, although it's overvalued, but the boys are buying. I inform you that the Federal Reserve is not going to do anything and they're going to pump in more money and not stopping. I said all this thing in front. So apparently, if people get upset with me and say, Cal, you know, I lost money this morning, I'm not happy with it. Oh gosh, it's just like going to Toto, you use $1 or buy $2 and expect to make $1 million from it, but you don't strike Toto, you don't strike the lottery, you go and basically make noise and then want the lottery shop to pay you back the $2. I think you're ridiculous. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with this type of trading, like I mentioned to you guys, don't do that. I really want you, don't do that if you're not comfortable, because why? Although it looks good in profit to risk ratio, the risk reward ratio is very good, but the market must come. It's just like you buy $2 lottery ticket. Of course, the risk reward ratio is 1 to 500,000. That means you risk $2, you may get back 500,000 times. Right? Yeah. Okay. But the question is, will it come? That's the question here. So you must be fair to your statement when you actually text me on the side. So if you are still uncomfortable with all this, don't worry. If you cannot hear me out by saying that Cal did say that it's upside, right? You try to cut that away from your understanding, then maybe just skip my MAO. You make your life easier because I always cover both sides. I will give you the upside, I'll give you the downside. I give you the buy, I'll give you the sell. That's to fair to both sides of traders. Got it? Okay. So that's the reason why I keep on reminding you that the market is on the uptrend. That's why I tell traders, if you really want to do something like this, you can consider do the top one. That means when the market hit the top trend, the top side, you can try. This one you can try. Okay, so today's number will be 31,292. 31292. Okay. Now this one to do such trading is not the safest, but at least you know that if the element of surprise is not so high. So if the market touches this number 31,292 and then stop there and pull back, okay, you can try. So if it comes down, your stop loss will be just the high of the day itself. That's it. So example, I give an example today. Okay, example now the Dow is here. Okay, at maybe now 30,120. Okay, give you a very simple sharing. So if the Dow later on goes up and touch this point here, okay, which is this 31,292. So of course, maybe it won't be precise lah. Can't be that perfect. Maybe you go up a little bit more. All right, then you come back down again. Okay, all right. So the high may be 31,000. 333. Okay, I'm just writing for fun. Example. Then the price now is at 31,280. Okay, example now is going below the 292, right? Okay, then if you want to take a short position on a gamble speculative bet here, your stop loss just put above here. Just put above 31,333. If that's a highlight example, then your risk is only 50 points. Now, if the Dow really pulls back, based on what we have been seeing back then, you see it pulls back. Okay, all those examples that you're seeing right now pulls back. Now, the high back then to the moving average now, you can see today's moving average is about 30,750, right? So which means that if the Dow pull back to 30,750, example, the difference is about 500 points. So think about this, you risk 50 points on the top side and you basically reward 10 times on the downside. Oh, okay. If you think that this risk reward ratio is worth it, then you do it. Just do it. If you think it's worth it, I say, if you don't think it's worth it, you think the market go higher, then forget about it. All clear. If this is not good enough, nothing more can help you. Okay, but this is all pure conventional charting. If all is clear, can you key the word Dow, D-O-W right now into the group chat? All right, do note this. Okay, I'm just sharing things with people. Now, rather than I explain this one by one to all of you guys, of course, I receive at least 3 to 4 messages, I might as well do a live drawing on this. At least later on, if someone asks me again, I can just go to my video, screen capture this and throw back to you. That's easier. Okay, okay. Now, I'm not saying the Dow will come down from there. I'm just informing you based on charting. It seems to have a very interesting repeated pattern previously. So would it happen again? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. All right. All right. So that is the MA30 for today. The MA200 is very far away. Wow, so far away. 28,638. So too far away lah. So I'm not gonna talk about this. Okay, can I? Now the daily chart that I have is still mounting up, not stopping. It hits my technical point. Remember, it hit my technical point and then rebounded. So at this moment now, it seems like going to go for all-time high. Now it closed at all-time high yesterday, but did not go to all-time high. The all-time high is at 31,254. So we are almost there already. Another 20 points, we should be able to clock it. All right. So that is the thing that I'm watching. Okay. Honestly, I'm watching this. You know why? Let me just confirm this. Yeah, correct. This particular candle is actually a BNB. Now, of course, my students, you know what's BNB, right? This particular candle is a BNB. So I should be doing this. I should be putting a level here and a level here. Can you see that? Now, this day itself is on the 8th of January. It is a BNB on its own. And of course, there's no more BNB previously. Okay, I mean, after that, sorry. So that means that there should be a form of resistance or support here. If the market purposely touch the high and pull back, right, then maybe I will be very careful. Got it? Got it? This is a BNB, you notice this, all right? It is, this low is 830, this one is 798, okay? Clear? Okay, okay, I'll leave it there. Now for the weekly chart, you can see it's again filling the gap. So back to where it came from. So no much thing to tell you. The weekly chart also got a BNB, and that BNB also is the same number, the high 31,254. Okay, so same thing. The market is hanging around there. Okay, all right. So how about today's market? Let's take a look today. Now today, very clear cut. Today is a CCRY. It's a brand new color change on the day chart. So above OP can buy. Above OP can buy. Now today's opening price is also between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So same thing, above OP for today, above OP for today, any CCRY with trigger, you can buy towards 31,293. Now if the market goes below OP, then there's a chance for the Dow to pull back to 30,889. Okay, but the KSI, as you can see, is green in color. So which means that, right, you can, the overall bullishness is still there. If you want to buy, then all the KTR -1 to KTR -3, you can look for buying opportunity if there's some color changes and holes around there. Okay. So again, this is already told you. So this morning, pretty clear cut above OP, just look for buying positioning. Okay. So let's see whether this morning what I say makes sense. Let's take a look on the intraday chart right now. A bit early lah, but it's happening right now. So CCRY above OP buy, you see first movement came in. Now another CCRY came in. Now, of course, these two buy got no trigger. This one has, because it's a touch OP. This one don't have. This one got no trigger. Don't have, no trigger. But if you still want to buy, I can't stop you. Okay, I can't stop you. Okay, traders, watch out for that. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones for today. How about the Nasdaq? The Nasdaq, wow, crazy, Nasdaq. You see how incredible is this run? This is so crazy. Now, Nasdaq previously, I told you guys that is a BNB, that it was here, right? Remember, the BNB was this point here at 12,855. And 2 days ago, I told you when the market broke above 12,855, the Nasdaq will go higher, and indeed, it really happened. Now, today also the MA has also shifted. Is being pushed back, all right, because now the Nasdaq went strongly upwards. So now the Nasdaq is so far away from the MA30, all right. On MA30 today is 12,912. It's almost 400 points away from the MA30. So that is the very strong bullishness. But do you know why is it going up like that? Seriously, because they expect a lot of money to be coming into the system. People are buying in anticipation and stuff like that. So people are just buying because they don't want to lose out. But as I say, if you look carefully, the whole entire chart right now, this is the entire movement of the Nasdaq from 6,600 points all the way in less than what do you call a year. The Nasdaq, let me just show it to you, from this point here, the lowest point, all the way to today's, right? Okay, around there, just 213 trading days, the Nasdaq has went up by almost 100%, or in fact more than 100%, sorry, in just 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. Last year, March to now, if you just hold Nasdaq all the way to from March to today's January, you will make 100% on the Nasdaq alone. Okay, crazy, right? So this is the power of money, you cannot run away from this. So you can see, I told you guys, the Nasdaq went above to back again to my trend line. So that's why the bullishness stays there. That's why I keep on saying this, Nasdaq, you can't short it right now. It's still not the time to short, okay? All right, so how about today's Nasdaq? Let's take a look at today's Nasdaq, okay? Now today's Nasdaq on the day chart, wow, okay? Today, Nasdaq is interesting. Traders, please take note. Okay, Nasdaq opens below pivot 2 today. So if Nasdaq pulls below pivot 2 later, because now it's already above pivot 2. If Nasdaq later pull below pivot 2, there might be some profit taking. And if Nasdaq goes below OP, then there will be profit taking. Okay, this is something you must take note. But of course, the KSI is green in color. So -1 to -3, please consider to book some profits on the way down, and then look out for buying opportunity at -1 to -3, KTR -1 to -3. Now, yesterday, I told you guys the Nasdaq closed above the cage, right? RL for the first time, okay? For the first time. So that's why I told you yesterday Nasdaq will go higher, right? And indeed, that's what happened. So the cage RL is a very powerful thing, especially day chart. So traders do some thinking about this. It's going to help you guys making good money from there. All right. Next Saturday, when I do my preview, right, I will slip in this little thing on the cage. So that's why for all my students, if you want to support me too for the preview, do join in, bring your friend in. I'll show you how you can make daily bread from this cage RL. Yes, day chart RL. It's very simple strategy. Yeah, very simple. You just have to have the chart in your endpoint. Okay. Where to register for the preview, it will be ready. The link will be ready tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, the link will be ready. We're doing some last minute changes to certain stuff. Thank you, Fred. Okay, so that is the Nasdaq. Okay, how about the S&P 500? Wow, no stopping. Right, this is the BNB available, and the S&P went above it on this Friday. So that's why the market, Monday, sorry, the market went higher. The MA also push up now. The MA for S&P 500 is still it's higher now at 3771. Okay, so still very far away. No cause for concern. Just enjoy this ride. Okay, enjoy this ride. The microphone, as long as no pullback to the technical point, there's no reason to panic. I keep on saying this like a broken recorder, but it is still like that. Okay. The only thing is this, traders, all my PTP students, just watch out for here. Okay, watch out for the RSI. Okay, you should know what am I looking at, my TSCB. Okay, if the market do go up again, watch out, because that means the TSCB is going to be very near to one another. This is something very, very important to all of us. All right, my PTP class registration is already open. I think 6 students have signed up already, left 14 seats, okay? Once you hit 20, I'm gonna stop because I want to concentrate. So I only open to 20 seats, okay? So all the remaining Trade with the Boy students, you're entitled to it, but you must sign up with Susan ASAP, okay? Yeah? All right, and you get to go into the group chat first, and you also can get to access to the all my previous videos, so you can learn upfront without waiting for me for the class. Okay. All right. It's only open to Singapore people residing in Singapore. Okay. For now. Thank you. Okay. So that is S&P 500. Okay. Then Hang Seng. Okay. Hang Seng. This is what Hang Seng is doing. Oh my God. Look at Hang Seng. Power of money. Really, really, really. Now, of course, I can tell you one very, very fun thing. Okay. Back then, about 2-3 weeks ago, okay, my wife asked me, he asked me that, can we buy some shares in the market? I said that, yeah, of course, you can buy some shares from China stock market. Then after that, right, she hesitated, waited, because you know why? Her husband here, Carol, said that time asked you to buy, you don't buy. Now market at this point, ask you to buy, I don't want you to buy. So yesterday, when the market go higher, right? Wow, she said, see, I tell you to buy, don't buy. I said that at the time I said buy here, you didn't want to buy. Now you ask me here to buy, of course cannot buy. Okay, this is the point here. Now we see the craziness of this Hang Seng. Let's push it up. Okay, this is the gap here. There's a very big gap back in 2019. The big gap here, and of course now you can see very clearly the Hang Seng covered the gap beautifully. So now the thing is this, Hang Seng, now can it go even higher? Well, it is possible. Hang Seng today can go for 30,250. I'm going to write it down here. I think it will hit today. Okay, 30,250. Okay, this is based on conventional. I'm just giving you a conventional view, not 100%. So to cover all the gap and all the KCB, today the Hang Seng can hit 30,250. Okay, Hang Seng has opened already. Opened at about 29,989. Okay, for Hang Seng to go up another 250 points, not too difficult sometimes. Okay, so now it's going to see there, but of course you can see I did mention to you when Hang Seng hit RSI above 74, traders, you know what to do. Okay, so you don't need me to like a broken recorder. You should know that if Hang Seng is trading around this type of point, look out for breakdown in trend. When the market break down in trend, be careful. Now, when the market go up in the 35 degrees angle, it's speculative, it is craziness, and always the pullback will always come. Always, I repeat, always. Whenever a market go up by more than 35 degrees, it is always the pullback will come. Now, the only thing is how much the magnitude. Some of them can be a little bit before returning up again. Some of them is pretty decisive, pretty big. So guys, make your own call on this. But I'm already telling you this for Hang Seng. All right, if Hang Seng you go to 30,250, this style range, do what you do. Okay. All right, Hang Seng. Okay, that is the Hang Seng conventional. Let's look at our own Hang Seng. Our Trade with the Boy system Hang Seng. Hold on. There we go. Hang Seng. Let's go. Okay. Wow. Hang Seng today opened between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So the pivot 1 is 30,169. That means that Hang Seng has the potential to go towards this point. Hang Seng, as long as above OP, it has the potential to go above and go all the way to 30,169. But if Hang Seng drop below OP, then Hang Seng will go and touch this point, 29,534. But with the KSI green in color, that means the chance of Hang Seng hitting this point, 30,169, if it continues upside, is very high. Okay, so very simple, very clear-cut explanation here itself. Okay, all right, cool, Okay, thank you. Okay, so that is Hang Seng for today. So let's go back to our goal. Go. Now, yesterday goal was crazy, right? Yesterday goal was crazy, right? Right, it was really this. Initially, it was going up. Suddenly, there was some news on the dollar. Wow, gold plunge. Then after that, when it hit a certain level, it rebounded. Okay, now of course, when you come to conventional chart, what is certain level? What is that about? Okay, that's why you will need to have our indicator. Now, of course, what happened on the news side first? Gold price prediction. Gold prices rise in tight range as momentum turns positive. Huh? Gold price forecast. Gold market rallies significantly. Okay. Gold price became bullish phase as Biden takes office. Analysts eyes 1950. What? 2 days ago, they're all calling for 1800. Remember? They were telling you that the gold is bearish, gold will come down, gold will do this, gold will do that. Remember that? Those who remember gold that will come by analysts saying that you'll be down, key the word down, D-O-W-N. If you remember that the last few days, I purposely give you all the latest information of the gold analysts. They're all calling for sell. They were all calling for sell. And today, when gold goes up again, they say, oh, it's time to buy. You see how crappy is this whole thing here? That's why I really don't like this type of news reading now. It's really tiring, and they really take no responsibility of whatever they do and say. But you cannot blame them. You can't, because they are reporting you what is factual. You cannot go to mainstream media and tell people that, oh, okay, market is down, I call for buy. I mean, that is like people like us, we are analysts, I mean, we are really traders, we tell you stuff based on system. But when you're reporting information, you can't do that. You have to report fact and figures. If not, you get into serious trouble. Correct enough. Okay, so you can see that this is really terrible, very bad of them to do all sorts of things, but what to do? This is their job. So let's go through what we should have done yesterday for gold. Nah, this is gold. Okay, now let me go through this slowly for all of you. Slowly, yeah, I don't mind. Now for gold yesterday, the opening price was between pivot 1 and pivot 2, right? So undeniable, if the open market goes above OP, it will go to 1850. That was the first thing we said. But if it goes below OP, then it will go to 1837. Now, yesterday I told you it's a very tight range for pivot, right? So the question is, Kel, if the market go below pivot 2 and OP, right, can we short the gold? Of course. Of course you can short. All right. All right. You can short and go, right? But I also tell you, if the gold rebounds and goes above pivot 2, then gold can go back up to pivot 1, right? Because that is how it works. The system works in this manner. And of course, if the market goes above pivot 1, it will go higher because it'll be above OP, above pivot 1. So that means yesterday, there's a chance of classical trades being available for trading. And of course, yesterday, the gold went crazy. All right, really went crazy. It followed the system to the T. Let me show you why do I say that. Okay, so if you're the system, you have done this yesterday. Take a look. So in the morning, if you follow the rule, above OP, look for buy. But in the morning, there was no CCR. So obviously, you didn't buy. There's no wrong on that. And you see, the moment it touches the P1, right, the market just know how to stop there. Remember this, 1850 is a figure at 7 a.m. Singapore time. When the gold hit 1850, it was like almost like about 11 a.m. So how did the market know 1850? I'm telling you this, we are not the only one in the world know pivots. I'm telling you this upfront. So someone probably like me in a way also know pivot. But remember this, pivot comes from mathematical formula. So the question is why he also have this, okay. So what happened later on, this is the point now. Let me go through this to be fair to everybody. When the gold hit the CCYR and it came with a BNB, if you sell gold, nothing wrong. Based on system CCYR, BNB, if you sell gold, the next bar, nothing wrong, totally correct. But there's a one concerning factor at the bottom is KSI was green and there was no blue bar. Now I told you before, guys, when there's no blue bar at the bottom, that means the market is bullish. So by rule, you should short. By indicator, you should reduce your position and expectation. But when the market flip over, CCRY above OP, above pivot 1, and now this rate is part of the CCRY, right? So which means that it's a BNB followed by color change. The KSI is green, no blue bars. You must buy. Yes, must. Based on rule, as long as you're my student, you will have to buy gold because this is a very good trade. Stop loss is clear. Wait a minute, Kel. If I buy here at that moment, I'm buying near the I'm buying near the day high of the day. Are you crazy? Yes. Yes, because that's the rule. Above OP, above pivot 1 is a buy already. I say this at least 1,000 times this year. Okay, so last year, sorry. So the thing is this, you have to buy, and if you have bought it, you will make some money. Okay, that is how it looks like. So when the KSI turned red in color, it actually came down now. No worry, Peter, no worry, and take care. So what happened after that? The market did came down, and then this happened. It went below P1, sorry. Question, Kel, can we sell here? Can we sell here? Well, it's not that you can't. It is available because it's a CCYR and it's below P1, right? But do you realize that the color change happened quite some time ago, right? So this is quite a risky trade. Honestly, it's a risky trade. Yes, the market plunged. Yes, it came down, but if you look carefully based on the color change, it's a bit risky. So if you didn't trade there, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. But what is nuts is that when the price goes down below the P2, oh my goodness, this is KTR minus 1. This is 1832, right? Remember yesterday I told you, go when it hit 1833, go might rebound, right? Remember yesterday I said that go hit 1833, go might rebound. And I think that my German friend Kai, all right, my student, he remembered that 1833. Now, how did I get 1833 first? If you cannot remember this, I refresh your memory in a very fast way, okay? Remember, for gold, the day chart, okay, the day chart itself was on the KSI was red in color. So I told you, right, gold likely might be coming down. So the thing is, you can see gold hit KTR minus 1. You can see hit 1832, and then that was that's the reason why I say 1833, and that's why gold basically hits. My God, look at the way it come down. Perfect. It really stopped there beautifully based on the system. My God. And after that, the KCX developed at the bottom. So KCX followed by color change, touching the pivot 2 and the KTR in a way, and then it went up. Now, what is the scariest part is this, guys. Now, based on this ruling, CCRY is a buy. You notice that the buy itself, right, is this point here. It is above pivot 1. So this is a pivot 1 trade where it's above OP, above pivot 1, with color change. It's a buy. So all this is a buy, a sure buy again, same thing right here earlier. So if you have bought gold, and again, gold rewarded you with this. Wow. And I told you before, if the market is above OP, above pivot 1, if the next color change comes in, if the low is higher than the previous low, usually there will be another wave. Remember that? Those who remember that itself, key REM into the Zoom group chat. So this is really a very good revision for today, and it's going to help you guys. So next time you see this, you don't need to ask me, Kel, can we buy? Can we sell? Follow. Don't care. Don't bother. Don't think. Just follow. Okay. All right. So wow. Okay. You guys remember this, huh? All these are really part of the turning that I keep on repeating. I keep on saying this, guys. The system is good enough to make daily bread. It's good enough. Okay. You just have to trust the system. That's all. Give a lot of trust into that. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that is gold. How about those for today? Let's take a look for today's gold. Let's take a look. Let's look at the conventional first. Okay, conventional. Cal, what? You say it will go down? No. Sometimes I really wondering whether which part of my English you don't understand. I said that based on what we are seeing now, it looks like gold has the potential to go down towards this blue line if it comes down. Okay, I told you before that yes, the MA is below the MA. The MA is below the MA 200, 30 is below 200 is more towards the downside. Okay, I cannot deny this. I did say that. Okay, but I also tell you guys, you have to follow the market. Okay, so now let me say this. Okay, let me say this. Okay, you can see that now the market MA is something around here. The MA now is about 1869. 1869 1869 1869. I'm going to say this up front. Every time when the MA cross, the gold goes up. Okay, simple, huh? But also if the market goes below after touching it, it goes down. So today, 1869 will be a very critical level for gold traders, regardless you're long or going short. If gold stays above 1869 for today, gold will go higher. If the market stays below 1869 today, gold will go lower. This is based on the conventional chart, okay? Please don't change my words and say, Kel, say that trade with the boys, say 1869 above buy, below sell. I did not say that. I just saying that based on conventional chart, 1869 today happened to be a very critical pivotal point. All clear? All right, please, 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 okay, if you want to share this with your friends, please send out the full paragraph, okay? Don't always cut my words away. This is very tiring over here, okay? 1869, all right? Heard me, 1869. Okay, cool, Okay, gold weekly chart, interesting. Gold weekly chart yesterday broke above 1866. So again, that means that now it has the potential to go towards 1970. Wow. Yes, because it's maths, you see. Whenever that the market goes back above any technical point, it might be going to the next high, which is here, 1970. But of course, the last 3 times when the market do go up high, each time the high got lower a little bit. So maybe this time around, maybe 1950, somewhere there, if you say gold stays up. But of course, if the gold pulls back below 1869, I just said earlier, and then go below 1866, then it will be back to the same tranche, the same trend, sorry, that is where it's doing right now. And of course, based on the trend line that I draw, we are somewhere near the so-called the pivotal point. Okay, so traders, take note of that. Yeah. Okay. So let me go down to our chart first, our own chart first. Okay, today's goal. Today's goal, one is a CCRY, color change, red to yellow, but OP is here. So above OP, it will go towards this point here, 1887. If it goes below OP, then it will come down to 1863. Okay. So yesterday, the KSI was green in color, right? We don't repaint, the indicator don't repaint. So the indicator tell you green, that means that today, if the gold price comes down to -1 to -3, look out for buy potential. Now the blue bar is still there on the chart. Can you see that? The blue bar is still there on the day chart. That means that still, although the market has went up, right? But then there is still some bearishness in the market overall. Okay, so today is a CCRY on the day chart, and it's a BNB at the same time, right? So it's a BNB followed by a color change. So if the market can stay above OP, generally speaking, gold should go higher. Okay, clear? All right, thank you. So watch out for gold for today above OP, yeah? Okay, silver. Okay, for silver, interesting. Now silver, you can see right here, silver now got resisted nicely at the MA30, and that's $25.75, okay? $25.77. Okay, write it down for you guys. $25.70. So as long as the silver stays above 25.70 today, silver has the potential to go up. But same thing, if silver goes below 25.70, then of course the support area will be around this trend line here. Okay, all right. So silver has went up together with gold yesterday. I told you guys, if gold goes up, silver naturally had to follow. And you can see the magnitude is about the same. So of course, if gold price fall today, then of course silver may have some profit taking. All right. Just now I missed oil. Apology. Now this is oil. Now something incredible yesterday. Yesterday the Dow Jones went up to all-time high, right? But oil didn't follow through. That's something that I was quite amazed. Oil actually reversed bias, came back down. So for oil today, I'm gonna put the MA up. The MA for today is as high as $50.90. So it's a bit far away. So not much reason to be panicking about at the moment now. Everything looks good, okay? Everything looks good. But of course, for PTP traders, you should know that, right, there is a resistance at 53.71, and yesterday already triggered. So take note of that for the PTP students. Okay, so that is oil. Okay, so yep, I think I've covered almost everything. All right, let's look at one of my favorite now is Bitcoin. Now, yesterday, Bitcoin was very nice. Bitcoin yesterday got 2 trades. Yesterday, about mid in the evening, followed by this morning. See, The market came down all the way. The KCX started to blink at the bottom of the screen. But once the market found the CCRY after that, straight away it went up. Now do note again, this pivot and KTR belongs to today's market, not yesterday. So as long as you follow the color change after the KCX is there, look for buy. And indeed, very nice. It went all the way up, right? Then after that, this morning, there's another KCX appear on the bottom of the screen. And then after that, you can see beautifully the CCRY came in this morning, bang, Bitcoin went up again. So you just have to follow through this every day. Every day, you just have to follow this. Of course, dear friends, your Bitcoin aspiration is coming soon. So make sure you utilize it as much as you can. Now, this is now Bitcoin right now. This is this morning. I told you guys, we don't repaint the chart. So if you buy on CCRY this morning, you have made some money on the Bitcoin already, right? Very nice. $700 here. Now the market has came down, right? Blue bar extension, KCX is blinking, but no color change at the moment. And you can see the market stopped at the OP 2-time already on a 5-minute chart. So if later on any CCRY do appear on your screen, it's time to look out for buying opportunity on Bitcoin, okay? Now, the thing is this, people ask me, Kel, roughly how much to take profit? I think between $250 to $300 at this stage right now is a pretty decent level to take profit. So it's about, now it's 34,000, right? So 10% is 3,004. 1% is about 350. So if you're talking about one run here, you can make it between 100 points to 300 points. I think a very decent run. So if you have bought on KCX, trade CCRY, $100 to 250, all right, it's a good time to take profit. Okay, that's the TP level. But again, I haven't really backtested this, so I just give you a ballpark figure. Okay, now only concern on the day chart is this here. The day chart looks a little bit scary though. Now we saw some news that Yellen have came in and says that right, Bitcoin should be curbed. Oh, big thing, huh? All right, Bitcoin should be curbed, but the market has some impact initially, but after that they shake it off. So unless there's going to be a very strong intervention, if not, right, at the moment now, you do see that the KSI on the day chart is red. Blue bar has started to extend it out. So that means that, right, at the moment, Bitcoin to buy is still okay, but you must look out for fast profit, okay? Clear? So do note, now today, Bitcoin is above pivot 1. So of course, to buy above OP is still safer for today, all right? Clear? So that is the Bitcoin trend for now. Okay. All right, so before you go, don't run away. Just the last slide for today. I always want to give you the charge up feeling. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing by Walt Disney. All right, again, this is my 51st. Because I've exhausted the last list. Now I'm going to go to another portal to extract this once again. So guys, do take note for today. I told you what to expect for today. Please do well. And of course, don't be caught on the wrong side. Please put a stop loss in the right place. Okay. That's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this day, MAO. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.